Hello survivors and welcome to Swarm Grinder, an action RPG roguelike that was released in May, but I myself just never got into playing it yet. So we are going to play on Bulletstorm, which is one of the characters. He has access to rapid fire skills as well as launcher skills. With a bit of blade, he's a bit of everything. This guy over here, he's also got launcher, explosive blade, rapid fire, and then there's actually some upgrades over here that he gets. It doesn't look like they actually get the pacemaker, or he does and you just need to find it on him. But we're going to go here. We do want pacemaker, so let's get straight into it. We'll talk about everything and how it works now. So the first things first is, as you can see, as we walk with our circle, as it touches things, it pops these halves, I guess we can call them. And the point of the game is to open up 25 of those drills, and those are what we use to become stronger as well. So we're gonna grab cleave, we're gonna grab ourselves the the homing missiles if we do find it. That's gonna be a very strong one to grab as well. And then we need pacemaker, as well as I believe it's the lucky clover, or even Arsenal is pretty good as well. Arsenal's going to give us like cooldown reduction on launcher skills and things like that, which will be very helpful as well. So hopefully we can get it. There's Arsenal. We're going to grab it. It gives us global damage, which is fantastic. That's going to help with everything. And then we're going to try our hardest to find our explosive damage and things like that. Now this character himself, after you've collected a certain amount of fuel quickly in a period of time, you get overcharged, which that is over there. As you can see, we have blue fuel. What that means is now we get increased movement speed, and our Gatling gun shoots faster, so we do get a little bit stronger when we are overcharged. You do use more mana per second when you are overcharged, but we did grab a peacemaker, so we are in a pretty good spot there in terms of fuel usage, and that's why I like this character. I do like pacemaker quite a lot, being able to get more fuel based off of things that makes getting upgrades a lot easier without having to worry about them. There is our homing missiles, really nice little skill. I enjoy using them. And then you can see at the bottom all of our skills are full. We've got our 4 skills that we wanted. We got exactly what we wanted out of all of them. We got the blade, we've got homing missiles, and we've got the other skills that we were looking for, pacemaker and arsenal for the damage. So I think we're in a very strong spot right now in terms of, like weapon wise. Now we just need to find all of the awesome upgrades for them. So here we've got increased crit chance of all the launcher skills, or we could increase the count plus the range. I think we're going to go for the count for now. We will grab crit at a later stage. We do have arsenal, which is going to increase damage and things like that as well. But now we need to grab 1 or 2 pacemakers. We are using quite a lot of fuel per second, but we are able to kill things relatively quickly, especially if they're close to us because of the cleave. I mean, there you go. We just had a massive wave of enemies on top of us, and we were able to kill them in a super fast way. Now, after I think we've killed a good amount of enemies, we then also get ourselves a mini boss fight or an elite boss fight, and we will go into that later. Over here, the local damage is times by 2. That is a huge amount of damage done. So instead of doing like 20 damage, it now does 50 damage. It's a huge increase in overall damage. It also means now when we get percentage increased damage, it increases that damage even further, which is fantastic. It's one of the reasons I love the explosive skills, or the homing missiles, just because they get a huge damage increase to the skill itself. So really strong skill. Definitely worth checking out when you play, or if you play the game. I don't think there's a demo out for the game, unfortunately. You do have to pay for the game to play it. Would have been really nice if there was a demo first, because sometimes there are things that people don't necessarily like about a game, and they like to try them out very in the beginning But there we go, flat damage again. Even crits, it's better to have the flat damage. It'd probably do more than the crit chance would give. I'm not sure how much damage a crit would have done with these, but doing ourselves nearly 100 or 70 damage, 80 damage per missile is already insanely strong in my books. So we're going to keep going for more of those. If we found a pacemaker, we did. We can now go and decrease our fuel consumption. So we're using 1 less fuel per second, which is fantastic. Grab the laugh, and then just keep moving towards the next drill for us. So we need to try and open up 25 drills. I don't know if opening them up faster is better. I don't know if we just like randomly run into absolutely everything and that's going to cause the drill to be better, but oof, we in a bit of trouble over there. There we go. We got some healing. Let's go grab Arsenal. That's going to give us launcher skill, cooldown, and range. Or we could go blade damage or increase. No, we're going to go for the launcher, cooldown, and range. That's going to make it so that our launcher skills have, you know, better attack speed, if that's a word to use. You'll see when we fight the elite just how strong the launcher is against like boss fights and things like that. It's just completely insane. Definitely something to go for. It would, I think the Bombard character, if we can unlock them, will be fantastic. That little thing over there, not the little thing, but the drill over there is the boss or the miniature elite fight. I believe he gives you more than 1 power up when you do beat him. We're going to just double check that as a fact once we do this. And there the boss fight is. What we're going to do is try and stay away from everything because we want our homing missiles to hit just him. You took a huge chunk of damage from his HP over there, which is fantastic for us. And we're going to go grab the pacemaker for a decrease in fuel consumption, which is fantastic, and that's what we need. If we could overload ourselves now, that would be fantastic. I do want to try not open up any of these because we want to try and kill the boss as quickly as possible. Just keep moving. There we go. We should get a nice juicy hit off of him there. Perfect. We got an upgrade to our homing missiles for damage, as well as our cleave, which will be, what can we get here? I think we'll get the decreased cooldown. Again, crit chance, as nice as it is, it's better just to have overall damage, at least in my eyes. That's going to give us more damage long term, especially if we do eventually land up getting crit, having that. Ooh, gosh, no, get me out of there. Alright, that was dangerous. Okay, homing missiles. Do we want crit chance? No, we can go for increased homing missile count. That's going to be overall damage increase. We're now doing 94 damage per bullet over 70 something damage, which is fantastic. Let's keep going. It's a very interesting game. It does take a whole different you know, way to play it. You do have to be a lot more careful, so it's like pop something then run away just to try and survive. We don't want to blow him up on top of us either. At least they do give you quite a lot of life and fuel while playing. Imagine you had to manage it a lot better. That would be a lot more difficult. I do see there are sometimes other game modes as well. I don't know if you have to first finish it, like an easy or hard, because when you do die, it does mention like easy as the difficulty you were playing on. So I don't know if that has something to do with whether or not you finish a run or not, or if anything changes when you do finish a run. I haven't actually finished a run myself just yet, so I don't know how to answer that. But we're going to decrease our fuel consumption. That allows us to be worry free, and that's pretty much the cycle. So we keep killing things, getting upgrades, and getting you know, even further upgrades going from there. But it looks like we do need to kind of get more damage in there somehow. This blade's not doing a lot of damage in terms of what it's doing. All of our damage is coming from the explosive shots, homing missiles, sorry, and that's all she wrote for that. Blow that up. That's going to give us a little bit of damage to everything. Ow, get off of me. go do this drill. We will have done 13 out of 25. I don't know if there's a way that you can, like, you're only allowed to upgrade a certain thing X amount of times or not. But if that is the case, we should soon have used up all of our upgrades for our homing missiles, but we're going to go and upgrade them again. We're going to go and increase the crits, I think now. We should go and do that. Should help us. Maybe now. Oof, okay, crit is definitely a big thing. Okay, if we crit, it's huge damage. So now we're going to look at crit chance upgrades for that. So that's like a double damage increase to the actual damage that we deal with crits. I really didn't think the crit would be so much damage, but after seeing that attack, definitely worth going for. Alright, blow up some things everywhere. There we go. Ow, ow, ow. Get away from me. Let that drop in your heads. Perfect. At least it does 999 damage to everything. Let's go for more crit chance. Executioner's Call. Shoot an extra missile with 50% of killing an enemy with... Shoot an extra missile? Nah, I think we'll go for the crit chance. I want to see more juicy crits. There we go. That's what I want to see. I'm sure we'll get the Executioner's Call upgrade again. I have no idea how it works. But I want more crits. I think we do need to increase the amount of missiles we have as well. Because now things are getting quite hectic. No, I think we are going to die sometime now. Oh no, that's so unfortunate. Alright, we died. We landed up biting off more than we could chew. There is like a big upgrade you get over here, which is the one that we were looking at. It does look like we did get the max amount of damage as well as an upgrade. I think that's why it's yellow, but I'm not 100% sure what all of that means. There is achievements over here for doing certain things, like take 3 special upgrades in one run, win 10 games. I haven't won any. These give us nice rewards like those gems, which we're going to use for the meta progression. Lose the game in under 7 seconds. We'll go and do that on purpose. Win a game in under 8 minutes, 15 minutes. Win a game in under 4 minutes. So there must be some whack bull to be able to do that. There is the hard difficulty by just winning the game. And we will take a look at all of these things. But we did survive for 10 minutes before. We have done the butcher by killing X amount of enemies. So we got to keep going from that. Let's just quickly have a look at the workshop. I don't believe we did, or if we did in the beginning, apologies, but here we go. This is the meta progression, and that's going to help us. And then there is the other characters as well. So if you guys enjoyed the video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos like this in the future. And always remember, keep safe, survivors. Until next time, cheers.